The following announcement has been paid for by the Major World Order.
Welcome everyone to a brand new edition of NWO Presents in Your House with Mike LiPuma and Jake Wyatt. Crazy collections, rare figures, awesome displays, toy room tours from Major Marks.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition, episode 3 of In Your House with the Big Jake Boski, the Sean Kemp of Wrestling Figure Collecting, the Major Mad Hatter. Jake, don't call me Bray Wyatt.
And I am your other host, the Michael Jordan of hashtag Ask Major Pod, the Hulk Hogan of Hulk Hogan Collecting, Mike LiPuma. What up, Jake?
What's up, baby?
What's
How you
going
doing,
on, man? Show them those muscles, baby.
Yeah, man, I just got out of the gym. I'm a little tired, but ready to rock and roll. We have a very special guest today. He says I owe him an apology. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm pretty sure I apologized when we had him on MWO, but I guess I'll apologize to him. But before we bring him on, any crazy purchases this week or anything Jake, you got going on?
It's funny you should say that. I actually happen to have here a custom Hulk Hogan mail-away 2-up.
Wee.
Yeah, man. He comes with a custom Hasbro heavyweight title. And, man, I tell you, this thing is heavy as hell.
Oh, wow. It actually moves, too. Damn.
Yeah, bro. And this guy, I want to give him a shout-out. It's Daz Sedge. DAZSEDGE _customs on Instagram, and he makes all custom 2-ups from Hasbro. So
I might have to get a giant Gonzalez 2-up,
maybe a little Christmas present for the Big Jake Boski. Who knows? But all the way from England, man. He does a good job. So hit him up, and that was my big boy purchase a couple of weeks ago.
Hell yeah, man. That's beautiful. I love that.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah. All right, Mike, let's go ahead and bring our very special guest on. Go ahead and do that famous introduction you always do.
All right, man. Well, coming to the show today is Eamon Merrigan. Some call him Eamon, but his correct name is Eamon.
Yes. Welcome, Eamon.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little nervous. I watched DCA. I watched Sal. I feel like I have a lot to live up to here.
Well, the first thing you need to be careful with, I see you're on a staircase right now, so please do not fall on your entrance into your toy room because we don't need to literally watch you break your leg doing that. But
I would fall right into detox if I did that.
Oh,
baby.
No.
Yikes.
No injuries.
That would not.
No injuries.
Yeah.
My son comes storming down these steps every time he comes down, and I'm just waiting for him to run right into the detox one of these times.
Hell yeah.
Less shattering like Stone Cold.
That'd be scary.
Oh, man.
So what's going on, brother? Everything's good?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, guys, everything's good. It was good doing this. It got me to dust and vacuum and stuff down in my. I mean, I guess it's my toy room, but it's my office almost every day. It's where I hang out on the weekends. It's where I hang out and watch TV at nights. It's pretty much the only room I need. I guess I sleep in my bed, but other than that.
Yeah. Need to get you one of those pull-out couches in there. That way you can sleep in there, too.
Yeah, it's my gym. It's everything.
Yeah.
It's my,
beautiful. So I'm sure your wife was happy that you cleaned it.
Yeah. Well, when we first moved to this house, she was actually, she's not much of a collector now. She has a few things. You'll see them scattered around in here. But she was really big into like the classic Coca-Cola advertising kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And when we first moved in here, the basement wasn't finished, and the idea was always that we were going to finish the basement and set it up to look like a 50s diner with all Coca-Cola stuff and booths and
that would be cool.
A bar. You know, the counter was going to be a bar and whatnot, but
like checkered floor and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. That never happened. It just turned into my room, and we sold most of her Coca-Cola stuff.
Yeah.
And then the major pod happened, right? It took over.
Well, yeah. I mean, it really took over since then, but it's been growing for long before that.
Yeah.
Cool, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Well, let's go ahead and go into the toy room here and see what we got going on in Eamon Merrigan's amazing collection.
All right. Well,
Wow.
a lot of people have miscellaneous shelves. I have a pretty much a miscellaneous room. I don't really have any particular rules per se. I'm not necessarily a completist. I don't really care about condition except for certain things. I'm kind of all over the place. Anytime as I'm walking through the room that you see a cabinet or a drawer or a door, there's stuff jammed in there that doesn't fit on display.
Yeah.
So
Mike and I both know that too well.
we're running out of space. I just put up these. I don't know if you can see them. This little wedge of shelves here, just to make my constantly looking for places to cram in more space.
That's a great idea. Like if you have if you're in a basement, and you have a beam like that going across, you can put a nice little shelf. I love that. That's a great idea and great use of space.
That gives you a lot of extra space.
Yeah,
and it's just those command shelves. They just stick to the wall.
That's not a beam. You put those up.
Yeah, there is a beam there, but I put those shelves up, the command shelves, and you really got to follow the directions on those things. When they tell you to let them cure for 24 hours or whatever, do that, or else they just fall right down. I've done that a lot. So here we go. This is. Does that look familiar, Mike?
Oh, look at that! Right there? I picked that up for him.
Oh, did you? That's awesome. Yeah. Very cool.
So this is, not really valuable per se or worth anything, but one of my favorite things in my collection. I had these guys, Diamond Toy Makers, IWA star-studded wrestling figures. They're not knockoffs because a real toy company made them and they were sold in toy stores, but they're not actual, real life wrestlers either. They're just characters they came up with, and I loved them when I was a kid. They were a big part of my fig fed. They're like bendies. They're pretty similar in the size to the typical bendies. They are bendies.
Very cool.
And
what year did these come
recently, out? These would be 85 probably.
Wow, I never seen those.
I mean, neither. That's awesome.
And I've been looking for a long time, and until recently, I've never seen a ring in any condition for sale anywhere. In the span of less than a month, I got this one back here. That's complete in box.
Wow!
Nice.
And then I got this one here that was loose and had some broken posts and was missing the ropes, and I fixed it up.
Yeah, it looks great.
So I have a complete one now and a mint in box one. I mean, the box isn't quite mint. And the crazy thing is, there's one on eBay right now too. A loose complete one, and it's got different color posts. So I'm keeping an eye on it.
That ring looks awesome. Like it looks like you could use that for Hasbro's as well.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good size. It might be a little small for Hasbro's, but it's pretty good.
It's really cool too, especially being like a quote unquote knockoff, wrestlers, that they actually have a ring for that as well,
and from 85 as well.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
They're really well made. All the packages had trading cards on the back. There's a complete set of the trading cards on the back of the ring box. I don't know if you could see on the side there's at least 2 variations of the ring where they each come with a guy and it tells you all about their match.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
what the night's match is. So, I don't know, kind of fun.
Super nostalgic. I love that. That's very, very cool.
So, and then here's how I say everything's miscellaneous. So I go right from there to a Rocketeer shelf.
Ooh. Oh, my God, dude. So the Rocketeer is like one of my favorite childhood movies. I just loved that movie. I had no clue there was even any action figures until just right now.
Yeah, they actually, for whatever reason, all just started coming out for the most part in the last few years. Like these ones that are the weird color, the red ones, those are the ones that actually came out around the time of the movie.
Okay.
But all the Funko stuff and the Diamond Select figure.
Man.
That's all pretty recent stuff over the last.
Damn, that is
seen
cool.
That movie.
5 to 10 years.
Oh, dude, it's a great movie, man. I love that movie.
So
cool.
even more miscellaneous. You got some Tombstone and some cryptological creatures down here.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
cool.
Nowhere else to jam them.
Hey man,
I'll be your Huckleberry.
So And then I've got
Delete.
this little. It's almost, with the exception of the couple guys on there, this is all really Disney themed wrestling stuff.
Oh,
so
wow.
They've got these Vinylmation characters that have like Mickey ears on top of them, and they did a whole fed of wrestlers. So there's there, and then the Marvel Lucha guys. These are the minis. If you see my finger for scale, I'm not a big pop guy. You'll see them around, but yeah. So I just like weird stuff like that.
Yeah, kind of obscure stuff that you don't see every day. That's awesome. I love that.
So and then you start. No, not great light over here, but you start panning over into see some Mr. T and A-Team stuff.
Little A-Team, yeah, hell yeah.
You go across the top of the Detolfs.
Eamon, how did you get into Mr. T? Just from your childhood, and you always liked them?
Yeah, I did. I always loved A-Team when I was a kid. I loved when he got into wrestling, and I'm just, in the past few years became super nostalgic for it and rewatched A-Team, and I thought it was going to be one of those things where I would watch it and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible, but I loved it.
Right.
Now, I was
really
actually kind of backwards. My first introduction to Mr. T was as Clubber Lang from Rocky 3. So I hated him as a kid. I was like, oh, this dude sucks. I was like, he's such an asshole. But
well, that was really. He did a few things before that, but that was really his introduction to the world. I mean, it's crazy to think that how Hulk Hogan and Mr. T weren't really well known before Rocky,
right.
And then they became superstars kind of because of it.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Absolutely.
Right, and they'll always be together.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
The top of the Detolfs are really a mishmash of stuff.
Okay.
You got mostly Boba Fett.
Cool.
And Han Solo and Carbonite related stuff there.
Very
and
nice.
You got some more Mr. T, a signed Hogan hide in the back there, Mike.
Oh,
nice. That's in the back. That should be in the front, bro.
Flair. Yeah, I know. Everything's crammed in a pool.
What is that white thing there? Is that a prototype or something? Right there.
This here?
Yeah. What is that?
So that is. I assume it probably wasn't licensed, but it came out in the 80s. And, you go to those places where, they have like the ceramic stuff that you paint and then they bake for you. They have them in like strip malls and stuff. Mm. There was a Mr. T one. So that's what that is.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Cool. Very cool.
This guy here is kind of cool. Definitely not a wrestling figure. He's made out of, it's called chalkware. I think he's from the 40s, maybe 30s.
Wow.
Possibly one of the first wrestling figures ever.
Damn.
There's also a ref in the series and another wrestler, and he's repainted. He's still pretty cool.
That's awesome. I've never even seen anything like that before.
Where did you find that?
On eBay. I read about it in a book. I collect guides, which you're not going to see here because they're somewhere else, but. And there was some mention of it in there, and I looked for it, and it was pretty cheap, and so I snatched it up.
Awesome.
So then you got my guy Tunga Kid, custom LJN here. Really well done. I can't believe the guy does not have a figure. He probably just missed being in the LJN line. The fact that there's not even an Islanders, Jack's Classic Superstars, is amazing.
A nice little 2-pack.
So, obviously a lot of this stuff is kind of self-explanatory. Ask me if you see anything.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about, I got my Bill's Lucha mask and Bill's zombie back there. Nice. And then over here, we got more Star Wars, mostly Boba Fett and Mandalorian type stuff.
Awesome.
Obviously,
custom stuff in there.
Wrestling influence in there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Is that the $1 Million Man SummerSlam basic there in the white?
No, that's a Finn Balor actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
He already had black and white gear. So
I didn't see the black.
Okay. Is that Rusev in the middle in the black trunks?
Yeah, we got Rusev. I thought having a hairy chest would be cool.
Yeah.
Done a better custom here from Healy Made.
That's cool.
You guys have seen.
I love that.
He did a whole. Awesome. He does a whole line of Star Wars wrestling figures based on the I know they're Japanese figures that he bases the molds on, but I can't remember what they're called right now.
I'll tell you, people are getting so good at customs. I was never really a custom guy, but now it's like, wow, you can't even tell. You would never know that they're customs.
Yeah, some of them are amazing. I mean, that Tonga Kid's perfect. You're gonna see some more as we go through. Some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
This is kind of another mishmash. I'm a big Ready Player One fan, so there's a lot of Ready Player
movie.
One stuff.
Never
it's a
seen
book
it.
too, Jake. I know. I know.
Dude,
you're
you
not
gotta
a book
see it,
guy,
man.
What is that, video games?
That was a book? I didn't even know that either.
It's loaded, especially the book, with 80s and 90s nostalgia and retro stuff. So this is kind of a mishmash of all stuff that's in the book and the movie, and then a little bit of the other 80s stuff in there too that I just crammed in, like those little mini Jordan 3 concretes back there.
Beautiful, bro. With the box too? That is sick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What is it, black cements?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So I gotta get myself a new pair of those. I got rid of mine a few years ago. So here we go. Self-explanatory again. A lot of Mr. T and A-Team on this shelf. Mostly real release stuff, but some customs. As you see, there's another really good LJN custom.
Right there in the middle. Awesome. I love that.
So custom thumb wrestler there.
That is awesome, bro.
Damn.
Who was that, Junkyard Dog?
Yeah.
Ah, that is sick. That is sick.
So
that looks great.
Now here's some Hasbros and retros. Obviously not in great shape. Obviously not even close to complete. Honestly, most of them I got. I traded a guy, Jeff Noyes. You probably know him from the group.
Yep.
He's
Noyes Toys. Yep.
If anybody wants to check him out, I had a bunch of basketball trading cards for the most part. 86 Fleer, which are they're really desirable.
Yeah.
And he's collecting the set of those. So I was like, well, whatever, man. What do you have to trade? And he just went through all of his stuff, and I ended up with a big box of stuff from his inventory and a lot of Hasbros, and that's what most.
You got a couple good ones in there. Let's see.
So, I wasn't. Hasbros were in a time when I wasn't really paying much attention to wrestling, and I was not paying much attention to toys at the time either, because I was already in high school at that point. So I mean, I really like them, and I think they're really cool, but I'm not one of those guys that's necessarily a Hasbro diehard.
Yeah.
So here you go. Won't be too interesting to Mike.
The LiPuma shelf.
He's got.
Nah, bro. I see
I'm
that.
sure he's got all of this stuff, but. I had a beater, so I actually did that myself.
I might have to give you one to make me one. What's that green guy right there? Like a monster?
There was, I don't know if you guys remember muscle figures from the 80s, but there was a wave probably about 10 years ago. They weren't muscle, they were called Slug, I think, and I forget what the letters stood for.
Yeah.
They were mostly zombies, and they obviously not licensed, but a zombie parody of Hogan. I think they did Andre and maybe one other that I can't think of right now. So.
All right, you want to make a live sale right now on that green guy?
You can find them easy. You don't have to buy anything.
You don't have to take his.
He's not super hard to come by. I'll point you in the right direction.
All right, thank you. Send me the link.
But some of my favorite figures in my whole collection, and that's another thing, I don't really care much about value, that kind of stuff. It's nice that stuff has value, but that doesn't really matter to me.
It's
I love
what you like.
Mike knows. We were talking about it recently. I love these Storm Hogan figures.
Oh, the best, bro.
Love them.
They
the
really
Storm
did a good
figures.
job.
The Storm figures in general are amazing. They did this whole. Were there 7 Hogans? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 7. I have in there. There's a million Juice and Ligers, and John from ringside told me a little hintsky, but wouldn't tell me who, that there's another wrestler coming, and I'm sure the way Storm does it, they'll make 1,000 of them, whoever it is for her.
Maybe the
so
Great
I'm looking
Muda.
forward to that.
That
would be great.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's the Flair shelf.
Nice.
So
beautiful.
Yeah, nothing.
You got that UK
amazing
Galoob right there.
Yep.
Yep, I literally just bought that yesterday. It's on its way. So.
Is that because of our conversation the other day?
Yeah.
You were getting itchy.
Yep.
me and Jake had about a half-hour conversation about Galoobs the other day. We love them.
Oh yeah.
Look how much better that Galoob is than that Hasbro Ric Flair.
I have to agree.
The
It
Galoobs
is.
are
I mean,
amazing.
God.
Even
the retro is better than the Hasbro.
well, I mean that Hasbro.
Hasbro's terrible.
Yeah, I mean the face is what's
one of the worst ones.
Yeah, it's
Black eyebrows, so dark. Oh.
Yeah, and the action, it was just all around bad figure. I mean,
you finally get Ric Flair in WWE, WWF, and that's the figure you get.
Yep.
Speaking of customs, Mike, Funkenstein, I had to grab this. This is as is for like $5 at Funkenstein. Ric Flair's head on, I think that's Funaki's body.
That's great, bro. I was just there yesterday.
I'm buying.
I love it.
It's so
love
dumb
it.
I need it.
I was just there yesterday, dude. I love that store.
Down here we got the Blade Runner shelf.
Nice.
We got
yeah.
Warrior and Sting.
Definitely. I love that.
Those were always my four main guys, I would say. Hogan, Flair, Warrior, and Sting. Definitely branched out, but I really gravitated to those guys when I was younger, probably for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So
I see the UK Sting there with the jacket.
Yeah.
Jake needs that.
I need that one.
yeah, I have all the Sting Galoobs and one custom that I painted up to look like the
Blade Runner.
version.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
awesome. That's sick. I love that. It looks great.
So
Man,
and then,
what a
just
great collection. I love this.
little mishmash of Warriors. Like I said, like I don't kill myself to get everything. I just grab what I like and stick it in.
That's the way to do it, man.
And sometimes you find deals on something you weren't really expecting, and
Right.
you grab it. This is a real mishmash. I started trying to get all the Galoobs, and I have most of them except the heavy hitters. So you see them spread around in here with a little bit of everything else in there. Every time there's a Buffalo Bills kind of wrestling tie-in, I cram something together. There's a custom Pillman back there because he was briefly on the Bills back in his football days.
Yep.
You can't see it, but he's got red trunks and blue pads on and a Bills helmet in his hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
Flutie won the 24/7 title last year. So I have him in there.
You got it on him?
24/7 title. All right. And right over here, you see there's some more another Bills reference there with Monty Brown.
Yeah.
Who was on the Bills holding up his helmet there, and another mishmash miscellaneous shelf. Another great custom Tonga Kid Elite.
That's
one
great.
really good.
That looks great.
Love the headpiece there. That is sick.
Killed it.
And that other Detolf, did I see a Macho Man thumb wrestler? Is that a custom or you made that? Oh, that's a real one.
No, that's just a kind of beat up Macho.
Oh, okay. Because I've been starting a thumb wrestler collection, and that one is very expensive.
Yeah. Well, this one's in rough shape, but
okay.
What are those little gold and silver ones in the front on that last shelf?
Well, I'll show you. You remember they did the WWE or F throwback muscle figures. They're just the little pink figures.
Yeah.
You see, I painted the Warrior thinking I was going to paint them all, and it was such a giant pain in the ass that I just spray painted the rest of them gold and silver. I thought it looked cool.
That's cool, though. That's cool, but
Because I had a silver flare up here. There's an unpainted version.
Yep.
So I already had them primed for painting.
Okay.
And
I got you.
I think I bought some extras at Five Below, and I thought, you know what?
Yeah, that's what they were.
I'm not doing this.
Yep. Yeah,
another great.
I still have my whole
figure
set.
from Mike Tyson.
Oh, Tyson, I love that. Hell
That's
yeah,
a nice figure.
Another
Look at those belts.
great Storm
Those belts are
figure.
beautiful. Oh, those are great, man.
It's really nice. And one of the Storm heads on a custom DX Tyson back there.
Oh, dude, I need that. That looks great.
That's a good idea.
Hell yeah.
Some of the more modern era guys up here. Nothing, like I said, I see something, I like it. Sometimes I like Drew Gulak because he's a local guy, so I have him back there. Whatever catches my attention at the time.
Yeah.
Now this one, these are actually not in the most amazing condition, but actually complete sets of the Kellyan AAA figures, a complete set of the San Francisco Toy Makers CMLL figures, a complete set of the Future Toys CMLL figures, a complete set of the Riccolino mini kind of versions of the
those are
Kellyans.
like so tiny. Oh my god, dude!
And those are exact replicas of the big
Kellyans.
Right?
Yeah, they're basically the same poses. They obviously didn't use the same mold, but they clearly use the same poses. And there's about maybe 5 or 6 more guys in these minis that actually aren't in the bigger set.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow! And, look at the ring,
and you won't see it because I don't.
That's.
You won't. Oh, another great custom Hasbro Vampiro.
Very cool.
Very nice.
And speaking of Vampiro, I actually have both versions of this guy here in the package, mint on card, but you're not going to see it because they're not currently on display.
Very cool.
Is that what you just posted yesterday?
Yeah, and the other version of the WCW figure I got yesterday.
Yeah, nice.
Very cool.
And the one version of the CMLL. Is another really weird shelf, just kind of like these weird little one-off guys that I think are cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a little weird refrigerator Perry figure
I
there.
remember that figure.
I love these G.I. Joe style New Japan figures. They're so cool. I highly recommend them to anybody. So I got, the 2 Muda versions, the Liger, really cool. Little Sergeant Slaughter set up there. Amazing custom, basically thumb wrestler size of the LJN. Perfectly done. Looks like it's made in a factory.
That's awesome.
Another thing that's a favorite of mine, not super unique, is this G.I. Joe Slaughter in the back. I think they did it. It was a Comic-Con exclusive, maybe in about 2010, and he actually has a G.I. Joe championship belt in the package with him.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, you can't really get
I kind of see the strap on the side there.
Lay eyes on it while there. So that's cool.
Damn.
Now, obviously, I won't dwell on the major pod stuff.
Yeah.
Too much, but you'll see it as we go by.
Yeah.
Some more Jordan 3s making an appearance there.
Awesome.
Got kind of like the friends of the major pod.
Awesome.
Set up down here.
Oh yeah.
There's the world famous gnome. One of the few. The world famous busted trunks.
Oh,
you're the one that owns them. Okay.
I forgot you had those.
And along with a set of Zack Ryder one-legged tights.
Oh wow! Nice.
Funny story. When Matt first got released, he was obviously selling off a lot of his gear, and the first sale, I said, "Hey, I want to buy your tights from the Rory match, so that I have the set."
Yeah.
And he said, "Not for sale." So I bought those instead. They're from a match he had with Kane, actually.
Oh wow!
And and then I think 2 days later, I already paid him for those, and he already shipped them. He said, "You're gonna kill me. I'm selling the Rory set."
Oh wow!
Do you want it? And I said, "Well, no, not anymore. I just gave you a bunch of money for that other set."
Right.
Oh man!
So
that's his return policy.
Somebody else has those. Yeah, right. So, like I said, I won't dwell too much on the major pod stuff. Complete
Still
pin
awesome,
collection.
Oh,
so
you're
far.
complete.
Let's see that green.
Although I hear there's going to be 7 pins at Live 11, so I'm a little nervous about that.
Wow!
Look at that, Jake. I got that.
Jake, do you know the story about that?
No, I don't know this story.
You could tell him, Eamon.
So I got that at Live, right?
Live
that was under the chair at Creative Pro, and before we knew each other, I bought it from him on eBay.
Oh,
and I was actually, I was actually in Sweden at the time when the auction was going down, and we're out doing family stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, hold on, pull over. We got to go in this Starbucks. I got this auction in there."
I wasn't even in the group yet.
Oh man, that's funny. I mean, it's kind of similar story for Mike and I as well, because before I purchased the Live 2 hat from you, that I bought, there was I don't even remember which pins it was.
The pins, yes, and I gave you all the pin backs.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like an LJN cuss. I love that.
Yeah, LJN Rider with the Intercontinental belt.
Yeah,
that's
great.
There's a FWF local.
Very cool.
with the Internet Championship.
Hell yeah.
Whose autographs are on those on that ring there? Everybody from the pod?
So this, you might even be able to help me with this since you were at Live 2. This is from Live 2. Even though
Look at Smart Mark Sterling, old OG signature.
Yeah. So obviously I see Ryder and Hawkins. I see the old Mark, Jeremy Padower, who's on there. Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Who else was on that show? Ziggler was there.
Shelf.
Did Ziggler sign? No, right?
The guy, a couple of the Mattel guys I think are on here. Ringside guys are on here.
Gangrel?
I don't think Gangrel's on there.
Okay,
So, a couple of them I'm not sure because it wasn't signed in my presence. This is from Steel Cage Customs, Matt Sarah.
Oh, okay.
From him.
Oh, the other guy was there now. The guy with the umbrella from ROH. Oh man.
Oh, Marty Skrull.
Marty?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
That
I'm
might
not sure
be
he's on there either.
No, I don't think he's signed.
I
think he just.
I think it's the off the hop rope guys. Jeremy, Chelsea, pod guys,
cool,
and some of the ringside guys.
Yeah,
Definitely.
awesome.
Yeah, there's Zombie.
Yep.
Yeah, Zombie was
Joshua.
Joshua.
He signed. Look at that. He signed his shoe name.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
he got super kicked that day, was
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. So
you're not stopping with the pins. You're gonna keep on going.
I'm gonna try my damnedest to keep
So
going.
real quick about the pins. Now, do you collect like just one of each, or do you have like the numbered ones and the X of ones as well?
No, I don't. No, I don't care about that.
You just pins on. Okay.
I don't care about the
Alright.
numbers.
Because basically that's just
care.
on the card back, really. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do have all the card backs.
Look at that! I see some MWO pins
running out of space. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you complete on those?
I think I am.
There's three of
I'm
them.
not mistaken.
I only see two.
Yeah, I think there's another one somewhere else.
There's a purple. There he is. Purple
There
Best
he
Wishes
is.
guy has. I don't even have a pin, and he's got one before me.
I
don't know
think
how
we
that
might have to
happened,
make an in your house pin.
Yeah, let's do
There's
it.
a lot of supplemental pins in there and some custom.
I just saw that logo on Pro Wrestling Tees yesterday for the new Live 11 shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they put it up?
How about
Yeah.
that?
I didn't even see that.
I didn't see it up yet.
Yeah.
I had a
last night I was
little,
looking.
So I got a little heads up on that, but I didn't see it yet.
Okay. Yeah,
Another
that guy looks
custom.
familiar.
Even though
No
I'm
Jordans
not
though,
a
man.
Hasbro guy, I'm a Hasbro guy.
Yeah.
Well,
you got
I
some.
painted
You
it
got
myself.
Oh.
I painted
Like
it myself.
Adidas on
and
or something.
Yeah. What do you got? Skechers on there? What are you doing, brother?
Let's just pretend they're Air Force Ones.
Oh,
painted-
sure.
Need a little check.
I
You gotta put
painted
a
it-
check on that.
I painted it myself, and I did not have the patience for the detail.
Oh man.
How'd you
on
do the tattoo?
on a real pair of Steve. That's a water slide decal.
Decal.
I had to
Very
use.
cool.
Awesome.
There's
man.
guys that
looks
make them
great.
for the customizing community, and they'll make
Yeah.
anything for you.
Hell yeah.
So brawlers, got this cool. My wife got me this maybe Christmas or my birthday last year. This baseball bat,
Yep.
beer mug, based
I love
on
that.
the logo that I use on those goofy cards
Yes.
that I do.
Those cars are the best.
Oh, yeah. I crack
So-
up every week. Oh, look at
Bootleg
that.
internet title.
Still cool though.
I think we skipped over the actual title that you got from
Yeah,
Steel
yeah,
Cage
we
Customs
did.
there. Look at that.
From Wildcat.
What,
you mean.
what number?
Wildcat.
Oh, Wildcat. My bad.
Yeah.
What number is that?
Number 2.
Number two. Because Matt didn't allow me to get number 1. I tried.
That's cool. You put your name on that too. That's nice. I didn't know
Yeah.
you did that.
But he let me slide in and get number 2.
That's
Just
cool.
some of the, obviously, those cabinets in there. Most
Oh,
of those
look
are
at that.
loaded with
That TV,
Most
man.
of those
That's
cabinets on the
beautiful.
bottom. Yeah, my TV always looks like that.
Oh, sweet.
Most of those cabinets are crammed full of Major Pod merch that I just can't manage to get out right now. So this was something that's usually in storage that I thought I'd break out because I think it's cool, and you guys probably won't see much of this when you're doing this with other people. These are original hand-drawn and inked pages from a comic called Fool Killer from the early 90s that I was a fan of. It's a Marvel comic, and he's trying to be a hero, and he kind of turns into a psychopath and just murders people for the least little, if they like jaywalk, he murders them.
Oh wow!
It's like cool little weird comic in the
all
early
hand
90s.
drawn too, man. Wow.
And, these are all original pages. I think there ended up being 10 or 12 issues. I'm forgetting off the top of my head. By Steve Gerber, the creator of Howard the Duck, and J.J. Birch was the artist.
Oh, I love that movie.
Wow,
and,
those are beautiful, man.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show Comic Book Men. It was on AMC. It's kind of like a Pawn Stars for a comic book shop at Kevin Smith's comic book shop in Red Bank, New Jersey. Somebody actually came in. It was one of the episodes on the show and sold these on the show, and I bought them from the shop.
Oh wow,
those are awesome, man. I love that.
And here's a little custom Marvel Legends Fool Killer with the hat and the mask that I did. So that's
awesome.
That's what he looks like. So,
is that that's the fire escape shelf, right?
Yeah. So Kyle Peterson hit me to these, and I was like, wow, those are awesome, but I don't have anywhere to put them. And my wife, the genius that she is, said, just put them on the side of a shelf. I was like, who knew there was storage space on the sides of shelves?
Right.
So
that looks sick, man.
Great idea. It's very cool. I like even how you have them like going up the steps and climbing. Yeah, that's really cool.
Is that all one fire escape, or it comes
in pieces?
Like two or three?
If you order them, they come in a set of 3 with the 2 ladders, like the crossbar ladders here, and then 1 ladder that's supposed to go down. And these are all individual pieces, so you measure them out how you want them.
Awesome.
That was kind of a pain measuring them out, and they're really fragile too.
Oh, really? Okay. They just plastic.
Sick with like a
no, they're metal, but they've got these.
Okay.
They've got these real weak weld spots on them. They're real easy to break where they're welded. So I had to glue a couple of them.
It looks great though.
So there you'll see where I gave my wife a little bit of space. There's still some
She still got some stuff.
Some Mary Poppins
you get this
stuff,
top shelf here.
Care Bears and strawberry
cool.
shortcakes.
Oh, I like that lamp.
My stuff's starting to invade the sugar skulls. So
yep.
I got this guy just this week at Mexico and Epcot, and this is the replacement one. By the time I got to China, this was already shattered. So I went back and they gave me another one. So that's, if you're keeping score, that's only 2 countries. and I was not drunk yet.
Right.
I like that. I like that old school Coca-Cola vending machine there. That miniature. Yeah. That's nice.
My super talented daughter, who designed my tattoo for me, did a 3D representation of my tattoo.
That's recently. So cool.
Gave that to me.
Got you that for your birthday, right? Yeah.
Yep. So then here, this is definitely the biggest chunk of my collection is Batman and DC stuff. So here,
is that a 1/18 scale?
That is, I think it is. I've had for a long time. I forget.
Okay.
This was really before. I got this stuff really before they started flooding the market with 1966 merch.
Right.
So there weren't any figures yet. So there's custom figures in there.
Those look great.
Yeah, this Fallen just made all those, right?
Yeah, he's and I'm kind of surprised the ones Mattel did from the 66 line are better, but so this is really cram packed and there's not much lighting in here. This is all DC heroes. I think it's about 10 or 12 rows deep.
Damn.
Just jam packed, and somehow I got a test shot of an Arkham Asylum Robin. It was like in a lot of stuff, so that's what that is.
Wow, that's so cool.
This is jam packed with all DC villains.
Damn.
About 10 or 12 rows deep.
Wow.
This this is kind of a mishmash of villains and hero. It's mostly McFarlane's that have been coming out. Again, there's no light in there, so you can't really see it, but they're pretty new figures. Mostly everybody knows what they are, and then the Mattel Watchmen series across the front. There.
Very nice.
Little plug ski there.
For life.
This thing's throwing off light. That's making it hard to see. I don't know.
Do you know how many of those they've sold? What's that?
Two. I said you got to get one of those. I think they sold two.
Two, yeah.
Maybe three.
I'm thinking about it, but we'll see.
he wants the original.
I want the OG. I want the original, man.
Yeah. Good luck with that. So,
I know where
this
Justin
is
lives.
lots of customs in here. This is my Jason Todd shelf. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He used to be Robin. Now he's the Red Hood. So there's lots of different versions of him in there.
Very cool.
This is all Superman.
Damn.
You know, again, 10 or 12 rows deep. And definitely running out of space. I guess that's supposed to be me without a beard. I guess I don't know what the P stands for. My wife got that for me once for Christmas.
You don't know what the P stands for?
No, I don't. My wife got it for me once for Christmas and didn't notice when she was ordering it that there was a P on it. So we don't know what it stands for.
Yikes.
And this another favorite DC character of mine, Azrael. He was Batman for a while, and these are all different versions of him. Yep. Some customs in there, going pretty deep.
That's awesome.
Would you say your comic book stuff is more important to you than your wrestling?
No, not necessarily. I've just been at it longer.
Yeah.
This is all Batman.
Oh man. Oh wow. Look at now. That is a cool ass display piece.
Yeah.
I mean, like the case. That's cool as hell. I love that.
My wife gets total credit for that. I think for our anniversary once.
Very nice.
I kind of had like a real hodgepodge of shelves over there, and I was always knocking stuff over, and they were a pain in the ass. And she came up with this setup.
Very cool.
And it almost immediately filled up. I mean, every shelf has. A little easier to see if I open them up, but this is all Batman stuff.
Wow.
Incredible, man.
Every single one. Lots of customs, lots of weird stuff, lots of rare stuff.
Oh man, I love that. That is beautiful.
It looks like something coming out of the Batcave.
Yeah.
And then next to that, another set of the fire escapes with mostly McFarlane Batman stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is probably my most organized and I guess pretty display out of everything.
Yeah, no, that looks great. I love it.
What's that on the left there on the top shelf? Is that a vehicle? No, on the other side.
Where are we?
Left.
Left.
Keep on going. Right there. What is that? A statue?
This is a statue of a vampire Batman from a series called Red Rain.
Oh wow!
So
very cool.
That's the hardware that's running the neon side hiding back.
Okay.
So I know you're a Seinfeld guy, Mike. Got my Seinfeld stuff hiding in the corner over there.
My favorite show of all time.
Now this is really thrown together. It's really just a bookshelf, but I had room in front of the books. You know, all comic books and trade paperbacks on there. So I really, got to use every space you can to put stuff in. So
a little Run DMC, a little Eminem.
Yeah. That's
very cool.
That's a hard figure to come by these days. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Some Dick Tracy, some New Gods, more DC comic stuff. I don't know what your political leanings are, but there's a Lex Luthor and Donald Trump. He's right across from the Superman Obamas. Which, again, has nothing to do with. Don't read anything into it.
Yeah,
nothing to do
just
with
having fun,
politics.
man.
Just cool stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Another hodgepodge of stuff. That's obviously was a Incredible Hulk, but I made Solomon Grundy out of him
Yep,
years ago.
Very cool. Very
I
cool.
love the little
Custom
Michael Jackson
killer
down there.
Yeah, a little. I recently,
Thriller.
they're called Mighty Maniacs. I forget the name of the seller, but a guy on Instagram makes them in limited runs. It's really
That
cool.
is sick, bro. That is. I love that.
That's
I
very
always,
cool.
when I was a kid, I wanted that red leather jacket.
So,
I
I
still want that
actually
red
had
leather
it.
jacket.
Still have it. My son has it now. Although he's
Oh, wow.
almost as big as me now, so I don't think it fits him.
Joker
Ronald McDonald, Joker.
Back to the Future back there.
Yeah, some
Indiana
random
Jones.
stuff.
Home Alone. Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's great.
How you getting all these guys to stay up, bro?
They're
What?
like leaning.
Oh, okay.
They're not independently.
They're all hanging on each other. Like
He pulled the curtain back.
They're kind of like Swoggle at a live show. They're just hanging on by a thread.
It's like the leaning tower pizza. They all kind of just go to the right a little bit.
So,
I swear, bro, those Back to the Future figures are the worst.
Yeah.
To
some
stand,
Kevin
I
Smith
should say.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah, I
cool.
mean this one, the Back to the Future 2 one, I broke it instantly, taking it out of the package.
Wow.
It's glued together. They're so fragile
Yeah.
and stiff. So some Kevin Smith.
Cool.
There's all Stan Lee down here,
Yeah.
and these are. I love stupid stuff like this. I don't even really understand them, but they're funny. Dr. Doom poop bags for dogs. I don't know how somebody came up with making.
Wow.
So, yeah, some more
That's awesome.
some more random stuff. Little from my very infrequently reported podcast with my buddies, doing the A-Team podcast. There's
Nice.
our podcast set with a custom
Okay.
Eamon back there, and
Hell yeah.
Oh,
we
got a lot
we
of
only made
custom
one
Eamons.
body, so my guys' heads are interchangeable in that body. So
Looks
they're
like
just
Smart Mark
sitting
Sterling
his
there.
heads. So, speaking of, I mentioned the comic book man earlier. These are all the comic book
Very
man
cool.
pops signed. And for some reason, I really like skulls and skeletons. So I just have like
Yeah.
random skeleton figure collection.
Very cool.
There's more. I mean, and like I said, every door you see, there's stuff hiding back there. But I'll
Yeah.
just give you a taste of
All right.
this one.
Oh baby.
It's like an industrial size shelf
Wow.
from Home Depot, just
Yeah.
loaded with stuff and a
Oh,
rolling
man. Jammed up there. Holy
bookcase in
crap.
front of it, and
Hey,
more
W
over
title.
here, and more around the corner.
Wow.
So pretty much every nook and cranny I can get to has something hiding in it.
Do your kids enjoy this too, or they want nothing to do with all this?
No, they like it. It's weird. You probably had to deal with this, Mike. I had to, from a young age with the kids, try to get them to understand the distinction between toys you can play with
Yeah.
and toys that you couldn't play with. And they've
Exactly.
always been really good. They've always been really good about it. Now they're older, of course, so they're good about it.
Right.
And I said, these are toys. I would point to their toys, and I'd point to my stuff and say, those are decorations. So that was always the distinction. But now, there's certain things that I know my son has his eye on that he hopes to get handed down to him someday. And they're
Yeah.
they inherit, and they're always every once in a while. I mean, they come down here a lot, but every once in a while he'll zero in on something and really want to check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My daughter's always trying to find stuff to get me as gifts to either make or add to the collection. She's super
Very nice.
talented. My wife and I, our first date was Finding Nemo, and our daughter made these
Oh,
for
man.
us
That's
for
awesome.
our anniversary
I love
this
Oh,
year.
very cool.
She painted
Very-
those.
that. That's so great.
Stuff like that sentimental stuff.
Yeah.
It's worth more than the other stuff.
The Simpsons family
Yeah.
photo.
The Simpsons family, some Photoshop family stuff there. This is only a few years ago, but I think my son's about Flair's height now.
Yeah.
If we were to redo the picture,
Right.
so I mean,
Very cool, brother.
you guys know how it is. We could deep dive and talk about this stuff forever, but that's basically the big
Beautiful.
picture.
Awesome.
It's I'm down here almost every waking moment if I'm home, and I'm always looking at something and thinking about ways where I could find a little bit more display space, and thinking of. I always have about 10 customs in my mind that I think I want to make, and I'm certainly no Dave Wheeler, and I get usually they turn out okay, but I probably abandon 9 out of 10 customs I start because I don't have the patience for it. I don't really enjoy the process of making them. I just want them to exist. So if they get too annoying for me, I pull the pin pretty quick. Usually awesome. It's cool this day and age because if there's something you want and it doesn't exist, you could almost make it yourself or get somebody else to make it for you.
Yeah, I mean, especially with 3D printers now, and it's not like crappy stuff. It's like legit. It looks like something you buy from the store. It's just crazy.
Like
wow!
Pin, for example.
You got a lot of customs of yourself, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
So, hey, nobody's ever gonna make any of these things of me. So if you want them, you gotta make. I guess with this being the one exception.
What a great!
Still blows my mind.
All of us were there for that, man. That was awesome.
A little surreal.
Yeah. I gotta check. I might actually need that card. I can't remember if I have it in my collection or not. I know I was there and I had it, but I think I might have accidentally sold it.
Yeah, remember when we left? We had a stack.
I know. I don't know what happened. I gotta check.
I still have a few left.
Yeah. All right. Well, I might hit you up for one. I'll check after we get done here. But
that was a very cool moment, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, Eamon. We're having some technical difficulties here, but hey, there we go. All right. So what an amazing collection. I mean, you have so much cool stuff there. From your Batman to some of the comics. Your amazing wrestling figures, A-Team, Mr. T. Bootleg figures, customs of yourself. I mean, there's so much cool stuff. And I mean, we could have easily spent, 5-6 hours with you and just went over everything in detail, but obviously we don't have time for that. But, I mean, just your collection is just awesome. It just makes me, I know, and it makes Mike want to just get into it more, because like strictly in my toy room, I'd strictly only have wrestlers. Like I don't have anything else right now. But it's, and I do have a very small Batman and Back to the Future collection kind of tucked away, but it like seeing your collection just makes me want to just go crazy and just get whatever I want, because I love going to the store and I'll see something and it's like, oh man, it's just awesome. I wish I had that, but I just don't pull the trigger because, of the way my collection is. But, seeing yours just makes me know that it's okay. And, I can get whatever I like and it'll be fine, so.
There's one thing I've learned in years of collecting. Every time I see something and I decide not to buy it, it never turned out to be a good decision.
Right, yeah.
It's always
FOMO.
Every time the thing I decide not to buy is the thing that I can never find again, never get at a good price again.
Exactly.
So if I see something I like these days and it's, within reason, and it's not, even if it's going to be the first one of it in my collection, it doesn't even belong anywhere in my collection.
Right.
I just buy it.
Yeah.
I can always get rid of it.
Absolutely.
They're easy to get rid of, but they're hard to find once you're looking for it.
Yeah. No, that's a great way to put it. So, any closing words,
bro.
Mike?
Yeah, man. You're awesome, bro. Thank you so much for letting us in your house.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely. It. And
thank you guys. It was a blast.
Oh, thank you. Absolutely. All right, we're going to go ahead and kick you off here, and we're going to close out. But again, Eamon, thank you so much. And from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry that you had a terrible time on MWO, but we will make it up to you, I promise. Because when we have you on again, I'm just going to mute my mic, and I'm gonna let you go on there full blast and be able to tell your story the way it should have been told. So.
He'll be drinking water next time.
Yeah, or some of this.
We'll hug it out at Live 11.
It sounds perfect. Yeah, definitely can't wait to see you there. And so Mike, obviously a lot of us know we got the house rental there in Orlando. So We gonna be partying. Whoop, whoop. But you know, I know you're bringing your family down there, but obviously, you know, you guys are more than welcome to come hang out with us, and you know, we're gonna.
They know that they're on their own. They're just tagging along.
I was just being nice to it, you know.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to bring the kids. They might
probably
shirts on,
probably.
shirts off.
Yeah, and
there might be mechanical dicks. There might be.
I hope not. I mean, Husfar will be there, so.
It's like we're going on 2 separate vacations. They just happen to be in the same place.
Yep, perfect.
You know what? Yeah. While we have you on, bro, what would be when were we gonna go to Gabby's? Friday or Thursday?
I think we have it set for it depending on when I get off work.
Right.
Yeah,
what day you getting there, Eamon?
Wednesday, I think.
Okay, so are you down to go to Gabby's with us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we tentatively have it planned for Friday, so we'll.
Yeah, he's
like
an hour away from where we're staying. Where are you staying, on property? On Disney property?
No, we always stay right off property. About it's right on International Drive, real close to property. But right off.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good, brother.
Awesome. All right. Well,
I'll see you at the toy drive, right?
Yeah, definitely. What's that? Next less than 2 weeks now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. Coming up. Everything's
Absolutely.
coming up. I feel like it was just Halloween.
Yeah, it was. It was just Thanksgiving. Now it's about to be Christmas. So don't forget to buy me presents. So. All right. Thank you, Eamon.
Truly.
We appreciate you, my man.
Great collection, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
you.
See you, bud.
We'll see you next week.
Wow, what a great episode. I mean, Eamon has an amazing collection, and obviously, you know, Mike and I have known him for a long time. We're all really good friends, so it's great to, you know, get our friends on here and be able to, you know, share their collections and, you know, everything with you guys. I mean, because at the end of the day, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Facebook community, just in general, it's a family, you know, and that's what this is all about. It's just getting to know each other a little better and, you know, getting to hang out and, you know, check out everybody's collections. That's what Mike and I are doing, you know, here with MWO Presents In Your House. So real quick, haven't made an official statement yet on how often we're going to release it. We did verify that, you know, we're definitely going to do at least one In Your House a month. As of right now, we're currently doing 2 a month, trying to get one out every other week for you guys. You know, obviously with the holidays coming up, it's going to be a little tough to do that. But we will, you know, I'm going to try as best I can to get, you know, at least 2 out a month for now while we can. So, you know, we'll just stay tuned. And if there's, you know, somebody that you know that has an amazing collection that you know, you want us to interview and get on here, let us know. Reach out to Mike or myself, and we'll do what we can to get them on. So that's about it, man.
I want to thank you for watching, for subscribing, for liking the video.
Yes. Thank you for your support. I mean, wow.
We're doing this to get everybody's collection out there. Me personally, I've known Eamon now for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was into Batman like that, Superman. I thought he just collected wrestling. So pretty much that's why we're doing this, just to get everybody's collection out there.
That's right. So, Mike, there's only one thing. Jesus, twice, man.
That's all right.
There's only one thing left to do.
What you gonna do when the big Jake Boski, Eamon, and LiPuma Mania run wild on you?